In a quiet suburban town somewhere in the heart of America, life moves at its own gentle pace. Every morning, the sun rises over neat streets lined with maple trees and small coffee shops that serve the best lattes in town. Amid this peaceful routine, a single dad named Jack wakes up early every day, not just to get ready for his own life, but to quietly help someone who has become a small but meaningful part of his mornings. Jack, a hardworking man balancing 2 jobs and the care of his young son, always makes time for this daily ritual. Every morning, as the local bus pulls up and commuters rush past, he notices the same woman struggling with her groceries or fumbling with her umbrella in the winter wind. Without fail, he steps in to offer help, carrying bags, opening doors, or just sharing a warm smile that somehow makes the day a little brighter. For weeks, months even, this went on unnoticed by the world. Neighbors would occasionally witness the gesture and smile, but Jack never expected thanks or recognition. Helping had become a habit, a quiet way of living his values in a town where everyone knew each other, but few truly stopped to care. Then one morning, everything changed. As Jack extended his hand to assist her once again, the woman, Sarah, paused and said something completely unexpected, something that made him stop in his tracks and wonder if he had misunderstood the small daily interactions all along. Her words weren't just a simple thank you, they carried a depth and weight that hinted at secrets, past struggles, and an unforeseen connection. It was the kind of moment that could change everything between 2 people who had been sharing only fleeting, polite exchanges. Jack realized that the little gestures he had considered ordinary were actually threads weaving them into a story far bigger than either of them had imagined. From that moment on, every morning felt different. The routine wasn't just about helping anymore, it became about discovery, trust, and perhaps something even more profound that neither of them could have predicted. The morning after Sarah's unexpected words, Jack couldn't stop thinking about them. What she had said lingered in his mind, twisting around his usual thoughts about work, bills, and parenting. For the first time, their daily interactions felt heavier, charged with meaning he hadn't noticed before. When he saw her again, standing by the coffee shop with her arms full of bags, there was a pause, a shared awareness that something had shifted. Sarah looked at him differently too, her eyes reflecting a mix of surprise, gratitude, and something else he couldn't yet name. She finally spoke again, her voice soft but steady. She explained how hard her life had been lately, how mornings like these were the only moments of relief she could count on. Jack realized that his small gestures weren't just kind acts, they were lifelines. Over the next few weeks, their conversations grew longer and more personal. Jack learned about her past struggles, the quiet battles she faced every day, and the dreams she had almost given up on. Sarah learned about Jack's life as a single dad, how he juggled jobs and parenthood, and how much he had given without expecting anything in return. There was a quiet respect, a bond forming in the unlikeliest of places, a small suburban street where routine met compassion. Then came the day that truly changed everything. Sarah revealed a secret she had been keeping, something that explained why those morning moments were so meaningful to her. She wasn't just an ordinary woman struggling with her day-to-day life. She was someone with a past that few could imagine, someone whose life could intersect with Jack in ways he never expected. That revelation made Jack pause, unsure how to respond. But instead of fear or hesitation, he felt a surge of empathy and determination. Their relationship, built slowly through simple acts of kindness, became something deeper. Jack understood that helping someone wasn't just about the immediate moment. It was about presence, understanding, and being there even when the world seemed indifferent. And Sarah realized that sometimes help comes from the most unexpected places, from ordinary people who choose to show up every day without expecting anything in return. By the time the sun set over their quiet little town, Jack and Sarah had both learned a powerful lesson, that life's most meaningful connections often start with the smallest gestures, and that, in America's towns and cities alike, a single act of kindness can ripple far beyond what anyone imagines, changing lives forever.